so we're gonna switch to the main feed. It's probably gonna reset Ryan's page. Yes, it did.
Oh boy, it always
Oh
does
boy.
that. You need me to go into a level again?
No. I could just do this. And then do that. There you go. You're fine, baby. It's like you never went away.
Alright, so this is an any percent race, no warp barrels because we don't know where they are really.
Yeah, this is just a really run-of-the-mill race. We're not getting all the DK coins, the Creme coins.
Yep.
It's just
No secret world or anything like that.
nothing like that. It's just left to right, linear progression as you can get. May the best man win. Ryan's like, I'm gonna take this because I'm not playing this at all. I'm literally playing this game after like 2 years of not. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Hold on, game. They say
obvious-
game audio's a bit loud.
Oh, it's probably on Ryan's end. Give me a second.
And then obviously I'm a good deal behind feed-wise because I don't have low latency or anything like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you'll see John apparently cheat. We swear he's not cheating. Or is he? No, he's not.
Stefan will probably alter this in post.
All right.
Yeah.
Alright, Ted will count us down, I guess.
All right.
Make sure you're on the one-player screen, Ryan.
Oh,
Yeah.
sorry.
Are we all ready?
Yep.
I'm good to go.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, so we're gonna do ready, set, go. Ready, set, go.
Alrighty, here we go.
So, in between games, we did have a $10 donation from Dance Dad, who says, here's the donation as agreed upon. Bravo. Thank you, Dance Dad.
Thank you, Wolfman. I know him personally. He lives somewhat near me.
Oh, that's nice.
So yeah, oh, so Ryan's actually not that far behind in terms of latency, so that's good.
About how far behind am I?
Just a couple of seconds. So the
Oh, that's not
normal
bad.
kind of amount of latency you get for this. I know that in some previous years we've had like 30-second delays and things like that for races, which is obviously bad. So yeah, but I have not really played much Donkey Kong Country 2. I think I played it like maybe a total of like 2 hours I put into it.
I played. This was back around the time when we regularly visited my cousin, and back then on the Super Nintendo days, my parents and her parents were like, we don't need to spend the money on getting 2 copies of the same game when they're constantly seeing each other. So my cousin had 2, I had 3, and so on and so forth. So I never owned this game as a kid. It wasn't until much later.
I know that many people consider Donkey Kong 2 to be the best one of the countries.
It is a really
Better-
solid platformer. Yes.
Yes. It's one of those things where I know 2's the better game, but I just like 1 the best.
I'm of a similar boat. Like, and I recognize all of the things that DKC2 like improved on the formula. Like, it is. I won't say objectively it is the better game because there's just more to do here. The level design is more interesting, and Dixie and Diddy make for a far more interesting dynamic than Diddy and Donkey Kong.
Donkey is literally useless in 1.
Yeah.
But you see, I always preferred playing as Donkey Kong because I liked his weight more than Diddy.
He's not that much. He's not that much heavier, honestly.
I don't know. I just preferred the way Donkey Kong controlled to Diddy Kong.
Fair enough.
Oh, see, I like Diddy's athleticism more than Donkey Kong's
Yeah.
weight.
In speedruns, they never play as Donkey unless they're doing 101%, and that's only for a few selected glitch instances.
Yeah, but I don't speedrun.
I know,
So-
I'm just saying how bad Donkey is in relation to Diddy.
How the hell do you get out of Cranky's cabin? I accidentally went inside.
Oh, damn it. Throwing. Press B. Choose one.
I can't get out. Like,
Choose, just listen to him ramble and then leave.
Yeah, you just kind of have to mash, I guess.
it's not letting me leave. What the fuck?
Press the back button.
Yeah,
Select.
press
I'm
every
hitting
button.
everything.
Scroll down. I don't know.
I can't go
You're
down.
throwing here, John. You're throwing. Scroll down. Chat says to scroll down.
I can't move.
No,
What do you mean
scroll.
you can't move?
You should be able to scroll down the selections.
I am hitting down on the
left,
D-pad.
right.
Left, but I'm hitting every
right.
button.
Okay,
Caro says to hold right. Press select. Press left LR.
Yeah. Up, down, down, left, right, left, right.
I'll stop until you get it.
Yeah. Thank you. What's going
He's
on?
already a level ahead. press select.
I'm hitting every button. There's only so many buttons I can press.
Is it frozen?
No, the game's still running. It's just like it's not reading my controller.
Is he still talking or?
No, he's just staring at. Diddy Kong is juggling.
What are you playing on?
I'm playing on my emulator. I've never had this issue before, like at all.
Try disconnecting the controller and reconnecting it.
Maybe.
And this is, friends, why we use the official hardware.
I mean, Ryan's
yes,
using an SNES
my
Classic.
Super Nintendo Classic that has Donkey Kong Country 2 on it.
Doesn't the SNES Classic have Donkey Kong Country 2 on it?
Not officially.
No.
This game is on the Nintendo Switch Online.
No, it's not.
I'm pretty sure it is.
They literally just added Donkey Kong Country 1 a few weeks ago.
Holy balls.
Oh, okay.
It's not working. Like, seriously?
You want to reset the emulator and then get back to level 2.
Yeah, that should do it.
Alright, just let me know when you're back to...
Indeed.
Oops. Yep. Oops indeed.
Okay, so just let me know when you finish level 2 again. Boop. 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 So how's everyone's day
Bump,
going?
ba-dum-bump.
I do like this map theme.
Oh, the map theme was great, and this is not just reading my controller now, which is weird because I'm going to input freaking configurations and it's letting me map the buttons.
What?
Yeah, but the emulator is not reading my controller.
That's... What?
Fucking hell! All right, you know how I'm just gonna do this.
Resetting the emulator?
Yeah, I'm just like resetting the whole thing. I've never seen that happen before. Like I've never seen that before.
Technical difficulties.
Just so everybody knows, the raffles for the $15 Amiibo bundle and the $25 Switch bundle are ending Wednesday. They're ending Wednesday now because we have to do a makeup day because Comcast screwed over John.
Verizon.
So
mind you, they're both terrible, so it doesn't make much difference. But
yeah, so John
let's at least put the blame where it's deserved this time.
So yeah, so Verizon screwed over John. So, okay, does your thing work now?
It seems to be working now. Yeah, I gotta do these stages over again though.
All right.
Thankfully, it's only 2 levels.
Yeah, just give me a minute. Anyway, you want to continue?
Do you guys just want to start over?
I mean, no, because
let's let get back to the end of level 2, and then we'll pick up where we left off.
Okay, so yeah, so if you want to donate to that, you still have time to do so. So, you can get those donations in. Currently, we are sitting at $21,907. If we can get to 25,000 before Pikmin 2 starts at 4 p.m. Eastern, we will be doing the Submerged Castle. So there's not much time left for that if you want me to fight the Water Wraith. Just gonna throw that one out there. Hint, hint, nudge, nudge. Are you done yet, John?
I'm at the second level.
Are you done yet, John?
Just let me know when you're finished.
Where's the next Johnny versus John? Seriously, I wish Nathan didn't post that fucking picture.
Are you winning, John?
You want to be? You want something that puts me in a really fucking sour mood? It's that.
Whoa! I've never seen slowdown in this game before.
This game gets it occasionally.
Yeah.
Super Nintendo can't handle these 3D graphics.
I mean, it wasn't built for it, no. So.
Well, I mean, I'm kind of being a little facetious because these basically are just 2D sprites that took longer to make.
Well, no, they were 3D models that were digitized to be 2D sprites.
Yeah, but they wouldn't take the SNES that much more power to make. Okay, so can we continue the game now? Okay, yeah. 3, 2, 1, go. So, okay, so now that we're actually racing again, we need to point out that Ryan is a full level ahead of John, which I suppose is a sufficient enough handicap at this point.
It's fine.
So,
I wasn't expecting to win this race anyway, so.
I mean, not with that attitude. You won the
This is
Kirby
DKC 1, sure, but
you won the Robobot race without having played that game before.
No, but I played this game before though. I never raced this game before though, so that's kind of different.
Well, I mean, neither have I. So.
Really? Oh, I don't think that you would.
No, I've never raced this game. No.
Yeah, I don't really race a lot of stuff unless if I'm doing it for a charity kind of thingy.
Yeah, I'm not a speedrunner. I like watching them, but I don't.
That's fair.
Do
I'm of a similar boat because, like, I'm so fascinated by the idea of the speed run, but like it's really rare that I'll get into the scene myself. Unless it's like Metroid. Metroid is the only exception, and maybe Final Fantasy 4, because I'm actually legitimately thinking of picking that up.
What, you want to cough onto the game cartridge until it lets you win?
Cough.
Okay, I'm sorry, Brute.
Thank you. That's better.
John, just say you're going to be a Pokemon speedrunner and just end it.
Pokemon speed runs are not that interesting to me. I'm sorry.
They're the same thing as the Final Fantasy IV speedrun.
No, but you see, you don't cough on it and go to the Hall of Fame. Like, there's no Hall of Fame in Final Fantasy IV.
Yeah, the Hall of Fame's on the moon.
I must consult Ulk.
Pokemon Generation 28. We've run out of regions on the planet, so we're going to the moon.
We're going to attack and dethrone God.
They end up making a Pokemon out of the American flag left by Louis Armstrong. Wait, no, Louis Armstrong.
Louis Armstrong's a trumpet player.
Is the trumpet player. Okay, but you know what? In the Pokemon universe, it was Louis Armstrong who made it to the moon. So it's a astronaut who plays the trumpet through his fishbowl helmet. You know what? Credit to John where credit's due. He's actually caught up a decent bit to Ryan. He's only about half a level behind now.
Well, I fell off the stage.
You fell off the stage? Okay. Oh yeah, this is a vertical level.
Yeah, this is what's the
No,
what's the
God.
what's the
damn
snake's name again?
Sorry, what?
The snake's name.
Radley.
Radley.
Radical. Does this game have a lot of vertical levels, or is there just two near the beginning?
It has a few.
It has a decent amount.
Yeah, the end of the game especially is probably the most infamous one.
Yeah,
So
Castle Climb.
Castle Climb. No, that was Toxic Tower. I thought Toxic Tower was the vertical one.
What? It's one of those.
Yeah.
Are those Fortnite areas?
What? No, that there's Splatoon. Because let's be real, Toxic Tower sounds like a Splatoon level.
It sounds to me more like a Fortnite area, because Splatoon like makes up random names for its areas,
Yeah.
or they're named after fish. Toxic isn't the name of a fish.
But fish can be toxic.
Yes, but there's no fish that's
Why
just
did I do
called
that?
the Toxic.
I could have just jumped over it. I thought I could just crawl under it.
Oh, you threw hard there, John. I gotta go back to
What the hell is that? Why are you
checkpoint.
suddenly using this terminology that I am unfamiliar with?
What, throwing?
Yeah.
That's an extremely common phrase.
I never hear you say it so rapidly, though. That's the thing.
Well, that's because we don't compete as much. Like, oh, I threw that. That's a
like
term.
just throwing the race, basically.
yeah, throw.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah. Like, I don't know if that's a regional thing. Like, do maybe only people.
It's an
here
Albany
say it?
expression.
Yeah.
I don't know. I thought it was a relatively common term of phrase. Oh, Johnny, you got the item. That wastes time because you have to watch Dixie do the animation.
She has the shorter victory animation at least. Diddy
Yeah.
takes like a second longer because he has the boombox.
Would you say that Donkey Kong Country 2 has better bosses than 1?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
It's not really even close.
Alright, so Ryan is now in
World
2. And John, again, he still has caught up more than I thought he would. He's only a little bit.
Oh, we're both going to make massive screw ups over the
Especially
course of
after
this
World 2. World 2.
It's almost as if this is a difficult game, just
It's
to win
not-
normally.
race. It's not that difficult. It's more we're trying to be fast about it.
Well, I mean, I don't think any of the Donkey Kong countries are easy. Maybe 3. I've never played 3.
I think Kong.
Nah,
Kong
I would say
Country one's
one-
pretty easy.
the
Yeah.
I would say the Super Nintendo classes aren't that hard.
I would disagree. I think the first game's pretty tough.
I mean, I beat it when I was like 5.
There
or
was
6,
like I know,
so-
but we
Well,
also
more
had.
like
But
you've
you
been
also
playing
had.
it since
Yeah.
you were 5
And
and 6.
No,
let's-
I beat it when I was like 5.
But let's be real
It was-
though.
it was the
Those
second
are
game I beat.
those were much simpler times where we had all the time in the world to waste on games, you know.
Yes, but
And look at us now.
Like, I mean, granted, I'm not the best at platformers, but I still have not been able to beat this game, and I've given it a good shot. Like, I tried to play 1 a lot, actually, and I couldn't get past. I had a lot of trouble in the ice world, and then the factory world, I think I got to like once or twice. It also didn't help that I think the ice world barely has any save points. So you have to get through
the ice world is biggest because the save points after 4 or 5 levels.
Yeah, so if you
And
can't
there's some of the hardest levels in the game.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I had a lot of trouble with that. And when I got to the factory world with a lot of its bullshit, I just kind of gave up after that. So
Even though the world after that is significantly easier.
I mean, you get tired after
Yeah.
after
Fatigue
a
is a
bit.
real thing.
Yeah, and I remember having some trouble with 2 as well, although I didn't really.
No,
get
2
into
is harder than 1.
2 is harder than 1.
It
Yeah,
is.
so I didn't play it as much, so I don't really remember where I stopped. I got to one of the honey levels, but that's all I can really remember.
That's
Ah,
World 3.
World 3. Okay, so I at least got there. I don't think I got much farther than that though. So, do you need to get coins in order to beat the game to go to the
No, they're to save.
to save? Okay.
Yeah.
So then, and Clubba lets you skip worlds then?
No.
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 Clubba lets you into the secret world, and to access them, you need to pay them 15 creme coins, which are what you get for beating bonus stages.
Okay.
Well, you know, it's
Oh,
funny
you
because there's
And
actually
and the DK coins are basically a glorified 100%.
yes. Well, you need DK coins to unlock the boss worlds.
Final world.
Yeah.
And then what do the Kong letters do?
Just give you an extra
Actually,
life.
same as the first one.
Does the
They-
game count those for completion?
No, they didn't matter to completion for anything until returns.
Okay. I'm pretty sure I've said this on Brain Scratch. I don't know if I've ever said it on one of these streams though, but I'm not a big fan of returns personally. Never.
Its controls a little too gimmicky, and the level design is just kind of basic.
I have not played Tropical Freeze yet though. I know a lot of people.
Tropical Freeze is really
that
good.
one. I just, I don't know. Not interested.
Well, I hear that if you didn't like returns that much, Tropical Freeze is actually good for changing minds.
Yeah.
Isn't going to change mine or
finally
will
got
change
to
minds?
I finally got to experience returns for the first time during last year's Donkey Kong Online thing for Extra Life, and while I was really tired while recording that because I was after like 23 hours straight of Donkey Kong stuff. I thought it was okay. Like,
Yeah, it's not certainly not a bad game. It's just kind of, yeah, this exists.
Did you play it on 3DS or on Wii?
Wait.
Wii. Okay, so from what I hear, the 3DS version's better because you don't have to shake to roll.
Yeah, it's not gimmicky controls, and it has an extra world.
Yeah, the shake to roll, could have gone without.
Did you play Donkey Kong Jungle Beat for that?
No, we played Donkey Konga.
Oh. I still think probably to this day Jungle Beat's still my favorite Donkey Kong game. Granted, it plays nothing like the other ones, but I'm also a contrarian and have to like memes, so
Yeah, you're a bit weird on that regard.
Wait, do you abuse a seal in this game? The
Yeah,
fuck?
also nice pop in there, Lockjaw.
You gotta hit him in the back, and he breathes on the lava.
He cools it down.
Cools
Yeah.
it down. That's a magic.
Which should turn it into rock.
rock. Yeah, but shut up.
I mean, it's not lava; it's just really hot water.
No, it's the level says lava. I think you're being a
Fine.
DKC2 apologist, Ryan.
Whatever.
You should apologize.
Is it really superheated red food dye?
Yeah. I expect a twit longer thread on my desk. On your desk.
Yes, write it on Twit longer, then print it out and put it on my
Yeah,
desk.
Exactly.
Printing in this economy?
Oh my god! I remember when Mark and I were doing house hunting for the first time. Well, no, apartment hunting actually. And the first house we had to the first house was like, oh, this looks okay. I guess we can move in here. And the guy wanted to fucking fax information. Fax.
Facts? What the hell?
What is this, 1994?
Like, do you have an email? It's like,
PDFs?
what do you, yeah, exactly. It's like, what do you? You don't look that old. The fuck is this fax shit? Landlords are weird.
Yeah. I think it's a legal thing where they have to have like a...
Maybe. There's a sort of antiquated law.
Some sort of propaganda by the faxing, the faxing industry.
It's more that, technically speaking, faxes are supposedly more secure because they're just information on phone lines.
Yeah. Like, how
Even
do you...
though that's technically not the case. But...
Can't hacks the fax.
You're not
As far
trying,
as I'm aware.
Well, you can, it's just not the same way, so... And it's more who's going to bother to hack a fax machine at this point.
If they really want that info, they will.
Yeah, but... Okay, if you're in a situation where someone has the audacity to hack a fax machine, no doubt they have other means of getting that information anyway. Because they're probably a government or something.
Or maybe they lost all their means and it's a last resort.
You know what? That one hacker who kept all of their fax hacking stuff from the 90s and nothing.
The hacker is known as 4chan?
Yeah. Oh, God.
Oh, game. First death.
We do have a couple of donations. One from Dee Dee for $15. Thank you.
Dee Dee.
Back in Cranky's day, they didn't use emulators. Put this towards the Amiibo bundle and have a great day. I hate to inform you, kid.
We've had Super Nintendo emulators since the late 90s. Just so you know.
Thank you for your donation, though. I will put this towards the Amiibo raffle.
I mean, what, ZSNES is what, 98?
Around there, yes.
They were still making games for the Super Nintendo at that point.
Yes.
Because, like, I think the last Super Nintendo game is... Well, Mega Man and Bass came out, and also a Fire Emblem game.
Yes, both of those were 98.
Yeah, so they were still making, for some reason. And, well, I mean, I guess it's not that out of there for Nintendo, considering that they were making 3DS games in the year 2019, so...
2020. No, 2019, you're right.
Yeah.
But, it's like... well, Capcom's reasoning for Mega Man and Bass was, well, we want to make a game for people who haven't upgraded to the PlayStation and stuff. And it's like, the PlayStation's been out for 4 years at that point in Japan. What are you guys doing?
What probably actually happened is somebody was like, hey guys, look, I managed to get the Mega Man 8 sprites on the SNES.
Oh my
Isn't that
god.
Why? Why were you doing that? I was bored. And it's like, well, we might as well sell it. We didn't pay you to sit around.
It's the intern, they weren't paying him at all.
Oh, yeah, probably.
Playing on Bison dollars. It was Capcom.
They'll be worth 5 great British pounds once he kidnaps their queen. Yeah, that was a bad idea.
So
I
everything
almost
in this
made it too.
everything in this level looks exactly the same, so I can't tell. Oh, damn.
Yeah, I almost made it.
Yeah, so I think Ryan is about 10 seconds behind then, give or take.
This,
Again,
the level,
again,
the
we're
lava
gonna-
world's
we're
actually pretty long.
Yeah,
because I think
we're gonna die. We're gonna die plenty going forward. So.
Yeah, because now I think I'm ahead by maybe like a couple of seconds, assuming I don't die.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because this level only has one checkpoint.
You just got to the checkpoint, you said?
No. This level only has one checkpoint.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Don't most of the levels in this game only have one checkpoint?
Yes.
If you jump on this thing, do you stop controlling it?
Yes.
Okay.
That's why jumping off is very dangerous.
Yeah. It kind of fucks. Like, I remember the first time I got to this level, the idea of it did fuck with me because you have to hold right to move right. But
Yeah.
I also think that, I don't want to walk off the damn thing.
Yeah, but the game just somehow
Yeah,
stops
it just
you.
locks you in place.
All right, so I think here John has slightly taken the lead.
Yes.
Because he should be finishing up the level right now.
Assuming I don't die.
You're 2 feet away from the end, John.
Assuming he doesn't die.
Okay, I won. Did I win the
The
race?
level, anyway.
I won the race.
No.
Yeah, good
Wrap
job,
it up,
John.
Wrap it up here, guys. Fuck DK.
Because Candy won't.
Oh.
He'll shower you in coconut cream pie.
I can't believe that they managed to get away with that. Whoever was overseeing that cartoon did not give a
It was
flying
Canadians.
crap. Also,
Okay,
who
let's-
the hell did they get to do Donkey Kong singing? Because
It was a different guy from a speaking voice, yeah.
yeah, but he's got like a legitimately good like
Mhm.
singing voice.
I mean, didn't Disney films do that all the time though?
Yes.
Yes. Because like in The
Danny-
Lion King, Jeremy Irons can't sing.
No.
So from what I remember how it went.
Oh, that one they got Jim Cummings to do. This.
Yeah, Jim Cummings to do the singing voice for Scar.
Yeah, but so the thing is that for Be Prepared, Jeremy Irons does sing like half the song, and then they just kind of gave up,
Well, singing.
and Jim Cummings does the rest. And the transition is seamless. You really cannot tell the difference.
Because Jim Cummings is just that good, but...
Yeah, that is true. We did get another.
Also, sorry,
Oh.
just a slide thing. Also, Danny Elfman is a singing voice for Jack Skellington.
Yes, that I did know.
Oh wow. We got a $6 donation from Damn Girl 7. The lister couldn't resist another question. Ryan didn't answer my question from yesterday. What is better, American Dad or Black Clover? I think
did
you
a-
did answer. You
Yeah,
said you
The
didn't like
answer is
either.
different to Karen. I don't like either of them.
Yeah.
Also, what is a better spin-off / sequel series? Dragon Ball Super, Dragon Ball GT, or the Cleveland Show?
GT, I guess.
I've never watched any of these.
Well, I like Super more than GT, but
yeah, I'm not sure about that.
GT, man, man,
Ah,
GT has great
Super-
concepts, but it's so boring.
So is Super. Well, Super's stupid,
Yeah.
which is honestly worse.
Isn't GT kind of stupid too, though?
Yeah, it's very stupid. But it's also more
you
disappointing.
hate you hate Super. You love GT.
No, GT is still easily
GT has
worse than Z
great
Dragon Ball.
concepts, but this is fucking so boring. It doesn't do anything with them.
Super has great concepts that is really bad about and is actively stupid the entire time.
I mean, it's
so
basically
I'd
GT
still,
too.
I would still rather have GT than Super.
GT has better music. Like,
Yes, it does.
Grand Tour, welcome to the Grand Tour.
That's Funimation.
Japanese music, I should say.
What?
Do you have to play that song every time Goku does anything? in
Man,
the Super
yeah, like
Tournament of
that
Power?
song was great the first time, and then they
Not the
milked
50.
it to fucking hell and back. I'm getting shafted, Squawk Chef.
I just finished it.
So it looks like
I'm
Ryan
over
has retaken the lead. Gasp. All right, let me know when Bramble Bass plays so that I can say how the Smash Brothers remix is better.
It's not.
Well, it is, so
No,
it's
it's
okay.
not. It sounds
It-
nothing like Rainbow Blast.
That doesn't mean it's not better.
It
So you
feels
like
as a
it
remix
because
in that regard.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
hold on. Counterpoint. You guys went on and on about those damn OC remixes, and they sound nothing like the stages they remix from. And I'm just gonna put that out there.
What are you talking about? Most of the time they do.
No, I remember the Brain Scratch commentary, where you put OC remixes for certain stages. I don't remember why you did that. Like, I think
It's because I just felt like doing something different when they every stage theme has 3 stages around it.
Yeah.
In this game, so I figured for the third one I'll put in some different music, so it's not just the same thing over and
Right.
over.
Is that sword trying to kill you?
Yes.
Okay.
the sword is a dick.
Oh god damn it, Diddy! Why didn't you turn around?
Congratulations, John. You discovered Freudian psychology.
I actually.
Oh,
like
so
fighting
Ryan died at the very end, so this does bring the race pretty much back to even.
I like fighting Cleaver more than Diddy because Dixie's arc is really weird.
Yeah, but Dixie can also just kind of skip climbing around on stuff.
Well, that's not the problem. The problem is more was aiming the shot. I feel, especially in the last part of the fight.
Yeah. Come on.
How many hits does he take?
4.
4. Okay. That's not Nintendo bosses.
Well, this is rare.
Rare was Nintendo, right?
No, they weren't.
No, they weren't.
They were never outright owned by Nintendo.
Never. No, they've been making these games for a long time.
If I
Yeah.
remember, oh yeah, you're right. If I remember correctly, didn't Rare just kind of assume that Nintendo
That
would
it was
buy
going
them
to buy
out?
them. Yeah, and then they did, and they were kind of really confused by that.
I mean, I don't know why. They made like several of their most popular games for 2 consoles in a row.
It was I believe it was a matter of Rare was really pushing hard on like Banjo and stuff, their own IPs. And Nintendo was kind of like, yeah, if we're gonna publish it, we're gonna want control more.
Oh, right, because
So they
they're
figured it's like, okay, if Rare's gonna keep pushing their own IPs that they're gonna own, we're not gonna bother investing in them anymore. Which, to an extent, makes sense. It's like, okay, if you're gonna keep working with them, you're gonna want something in return instead of just publishing rights.
So yeah, it looks like we're basically even because of Ryan's stream delay. Like it looks like you two are pretty much neck and neck still with this boss.
Also, this is the world where you get introduced to the not Sonics. Oh, damn
Which
it.
I think this is
With music,
probably
with
the
music by
most
Phil Collins.
competitive. This is probably the most competitive race we've had so far in the.
We'll see how it looks when we get to the end of the game.
Yeah, I mean, I guess that's true. Because there was the Kirby race where I think I took the lead relatively quickly, and then there was
God damn
the Dragon Quest race where it was competitive until Catherine got to the golem and stayed there for an hour.
Why is the golem so hard?
So normally he's not. This was a change for the Switch version. In previous versions of the game, the golem is hard. Don't get me wrong, but you can find an item called the Fairy Flute, which is supposed to put him to sleep, which makes the fight a lot easier. The thing is, in the Switch version, they changed how it works. In previous versions of Dragon Quest 1, the golem is guaranteed to stay asleep for at least 1 turn, so you could theoretically play the flute, hit him once, play the flute, hit him once, and always win, as long as you could survive like 1 hit to the face from the golem. They changed that in the Switch version for some reason, so he can sometimes wake up the same turn where you put him to sleep. So
The Pokemon Gen 1 logic.
yeah, pretty much. Catherine just got really unlucky. What I did is I grinded an extra level before the golem to be safe, because if you get that 1 extra level, you're fast enough on average to usually beat him, to usually outspeed him, I guess. Yeah. And Catherine didn't do that, so because she was able to, in her practice, beat him at level 10, and I went to 11. So yeah. So basically, she then died a couple times and then had to go back and grind to beat her at level 11 and still had trouble then. So yeah, that's basically what happened there. She did get dicked over though. She had bad RNG, which is, when you're playing an RPG, that just happens.
Kind of comes to the territory, yeah.
Yeah. John, if I remember correctly though, John got 2nd, right, in our Kirby race, or did you get 3rd and Derek got 2nd?
I think it was Derek who got. I mean,
So
it
I
was
just had
Anthony.
a realization.
No, Ant got last, unfortunately.
Oh, I went to a bonus stage. Oops.
So yeah, I just realized I'm at 0 lives. If I get a game over, I'm back to the beginning of the game.
Oh shit!
I did not save at all.
Isn't there a life code in this game?
There is. I didn't do it though.
Yeah.
So just for the sake of keeping the race, I think I'm going to use save states. Like at the beginning of the stage, and not saves coming out as hits.
Yeah. Problem is, this level is super dark, and on my 4K TV, it's even darker.
Oh god.
So I'm kind of just fumbling about.
Can you save and exit the level?
Not until you complete the level. Can you just exit it?
John, if you went to a save point, are you allowed to put in the extra life code when you reload the save file?
No.
No.
No?
Not sure.
Is there a place where you can grind for extra lives easy?
No.
Not really.
No?
Because I don't mind doing the save state, because I mean.
Yeah, because you can just do it at every.
Yeah, doing
Until you get another life, just do it every level or
basically. Yeah, I'm only doing it at 0 lives.
Oh, this is the anglerfish that can give people seizures.
Well, because it's the same thing from Squawks from DKC1.
Thankfully,
it's slightly less bad than in DKC 1 at least.
Yeah, because this is
well,
after they patched that out.
it depends on what frame your stream is on, because
Yeah.
it's the stream's only going at 30 frames per second instead of 60. So sometimes he turns and you get nothing, and then sometimes he turns and you get the flash. So
Yeah.
I guess I'd just give a warning to anyone with epilepsy.
Well, there's nothing I can really do about it, unfortunately.
No, there isn't, but
Don't full screen
know.
the video.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, that's basically what I always say.
As long as there's other stuff on screen, it shouldn't affect you.
All right, we got a $25 donation from Heisman64. Hello, everyone. Nice to see Ryan and Johnny racing one of my favorite games of all time. Keep up the great work you guys are doing. You're all incredible people for doing this. Aw, thank you. We are only $47 away from 22,000, which would be
Come
cool.
on, we can do that. Like I think we can do. I mean, we're already in the incentive days. We're here because of the amount of money you guys raised. You know, because this is one of the incentive games that you guys managed to break through really early on in the charity's run.
Yeah, we got all of our the incentive goals pretty quick. So
So again, if you already made a contribution, just spread the word. You've done more than enough.
we should also point out that after this is Kirby Tilt and or Tumble.
Well, Catherine playing with the GameCube. Not
GameCube
GameCube
upside
controller,
down.
the actual GameCube.
Yeah, you have to hold the GameCube, and then she has the GameCube on the ground, and she's hitting the A button with her foot.
Done with that level. Ugh.
Oh, I love
Okay.
I love the song.
What song?
Oh, that's right, because it only plays for a little bit before the level immediately ends. What the hell? It's the Gangplank Galleon remix.
Yeah, Gameplay Galleon. Yeah.
Yeah.
What does Funky do in this game? Does he still quick travel you?
He still warp zones.
Okay.
Game show. I thought it was a game show.
No, that was Swanky.
Was that Swanky? Okay, Swanky is it, yeah.
There's too many Kongs.
What about Lanky Kong?
We don't mention him.
Lanky is from
64.
Oh, he's the orangutan, wasn't he?
Yes.
He has no style. He has no grace.
This Kong has a
is
funny
a fucking
face.
disgrace.
Oh god. DK rap memes are some of my favorite memes of all time.
My favorite is the one from Mario RPG. Like,
What is it?
There's an enemy in that game that it's just Donkey Kong. Like the render is just
Yeah.
Donkey Kong from Country. It's like
Yeah, and he tells you he's not the person you're thinking of.
Yeah, basically,
If
he
you
has
scan
no
him.
freedom. He has no time. This Kong must atone for his crimes.
For his crimes.
Oh god, there was a really good DK rap that I don't remember what it was though.
I think my favorite is the DK rap, but it's Bohemian Rhapsody.
That one's pretty good.
He's here. He's here. He's here.
Hold on, I gotta check my favorites just to see, because that legitimately, like, some of them legitimately do. Oh right, here it is. It's Bring Donkey Kong to Life.
God damn it.
Oh no.
Well, Bring Me to Life is always goofy for me now.
Donkey Kong, wake me up,
Yeah,
Donkey
Donkey
Kong.
Kong.
D
Say
K.
me, DK. No, Bring Me to Life is always goofy now.
Oh yeah.
Thanks to Pro ZD.
Oh, because of the
Not
goofy
just Pro
rendition?
ZD. Oh, Goofy as in the character Goofy. I
Yeah.
thought you meant Goofy as in silly.
No.
So, Mr. Mouse, you're saying you want to divorce your wife because she is extremely silly?
No, I'm saying
that's
she's
not-
fucking goofy.
I said she's fucking goofy, huh?
Dixie says, fuck your level. Oh. Until we just decided not to.
Yeah. And the level said, "Fuck you."
Yes. Timing. Timing.
I'm going to Kong College.
Kong collage.
The math on the board's wrong.
Yes, because they're apes. Get it? They're stupid.
Wow.
See, I could leave the menu that time. What the fuck was that going on the last time?
So wait, so they're smart enough to drive an airplane, but not smart enough to do first grade math?
Yes.
The Bayou levels are always my favorite with Dixie because her hover ability is imperative
She
for
kind
this
of-
sort of shit.
Yeah, she kind of breaks
Yeah.
a lot of areas.
She's also a Phil Collins fan too. And I just
So this game doesn't like keep the levels like to the world then.
What
Like
do you mean? Oh, the themes? No, not entirely.
to a
so
point,
like
to a
it's
point.
not all there's not an ice world with all the ice levels. There can be an ice level in every world.
Thematically, they're pretty consistent.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know,
Like
it's
you
just
won't
that,
see
you
a
know,
fire,
it's,
you won't see a lava level in the Bayou world. But
yeah. But it's
not
also
so-
it's also
not
like
so-
you know
it's not-
the docking area of a pirate ship can be anywhere. You know, so when it comes to sharing those levels, you know, that's fine.
That makes sense, I
Yeah.
guess. Although I think there are fewer places in real life that I would rather not be than like a swamp. Because first off, it's got to smell like swamp ass.
poo gas.
Yeah. And second off, like you'd get several diseases from the bugs, and also eaten. I like how Dixie just doesn't splash in the water, but just falls
No,
through
just
it.
falls right into it. Thankfully, I did manage to save my game this time. That's it.
Yippee. I'm on Rattle Battle. Alright, the one where you have to be as a snake, right?
Yeah.
Well, there's technically ways around it, but casually you're not going to.
Man, they're really scaling up these levels, huh?
Mhm. I know I should have been singing because I'm like, moving my- What the fuck?
What?
So would you say that this character's hit stun has a lot of recoil?
Yes.
Snake.
Look, there's not a lot of snake puns out there. I'm trying my best.
We
alright?
kind of blew our load of that Metal Gear Solid.
We've got $5 from Georgie Lewis. Thank you. Donate more than once, and I've already done enough. Fuck you. I donate what I want. But in all seriousness, thank you for your wonderful streams during this week. It's been an absolute blast. We're glad that we are enjoying you all. That's one of the things that we love to do is we do this because we have fun doing it, but we also are really glad that you all enjoy the content we put out from all this.
Pretty sure I can fly over all that with Dixie and not have to bother with the switch. No, not here. This is too long. What the fuck?
Thanks,
Did
game, for
somebody-
not moving the camera?
So Ryan, what do you think about the Mountain Dew Ocean?
Full of gamer fuel.
Gamer fuel? Okay.
Sorry, they're in
So
the
you-
gamer
so-
fuel quarters.
So you know these Camerons, these Kremlins are hardcore gamers.
The Doritos. The Doritos
The horde is
where
under the Doritos horde is under attack. Oh.
One of these days,
Game.
if I want to understand what World of Warcraft is all about, I'm gonna take some Doritos and Mountain Dew, throw it in a blender, and then I'll have the
Injected into your
entire.
veins.
Oh, excuse me. What the hell? Oh, all right.
What?
That was really weird. No, the croc head switch
Didn't activate.
Only activated one head. The other didn't. They didn't spawn unless it ran out as soon as I didn't realize it. No, that was pretty cool.
Maybe they show up on a timer.
Maybe. No, because they usually show up all at once. And you just have to get through it in time before they all disappear. Yeah,
Maybe you ran out of time.
yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Maybe.
Perhaps
I don't know. I've never seen just one load and the rest are not there.
Maybe there was a weird glitch.
Yeah.
Then. Can you jump on the guy who's hanging on the?
Yeah, you can, and that threw me off because I thought it was just like you just gotta avoid it entirely.
it's
Oh,
weird.
what's the name for that thing? Like,
What the cat of nine tails,
oh, that's
or
what that thing-
the reeds.
Yeah, the reeds
Okay.
is what I think is what he's talking about.
Yeah, they go by a few different names depending on
Okay.
where you
I always call
where you
them
live.
swamp sausages.
We don't really. I mean, maybe we have them in Massachusetts. I don't know. I don't play in the swamp.
Never been.
In the swamp.
No. I don't think I heard. I'm pretty sure I've drove by maybe a marsh, but a swamp, no.
Like I did like play in the forest when I was a kid, but that usually didn't end up well because we get those little like things that stick to your clothes and then they get stuck in there. I forget the name of them, but like the little like ball-y looking
Oh,
things.
like the bramble balls. Basically.
Yeah, those things that like get stuck to your.
Yeah.
to
Just
your
call them
clothes.
itchy balls.
I mean, I would call itchy balls itchy balls.
Yeah.
Okay, you know, how many memes have been done with the charging animation for the snakes jump?
Not many.
Okay, that's some prime meme material there.
Yeah, I got done with Rattle Battle.
Also, that no sperm sign is another thing that they could. Is that the sign that they put in front of the horny jail? Like, comment, and subscribe with your game theories. Slime Climb. Man, you didn't tell me this was a Dragon Quest game.
Oh.
The guys from Rare are probably more familiar with Nickelodeon Slime than Dragon Quest Slime.
I mean, probably yes. This game came out in '95, was it?
Yeah. Yes.
So the Dragon Warrior 4, I think, came out like '93 or '94, and that game didn't really sell well in the States.
Oh, really?
I mean, none of them really sold well in the States. Granted, the first game had to be given away for free at Nintendo Power because they just had too many of them lying around.
It's also
Oh, God.
not to be mean, Ted, but even by the time we got Final Fantasy 1, Dragon Warrior was really archaic.
Oh no, that's absolutely why it happened. I still think that Dragon and 2 is just a mean game, but I still think that even on NES, Dragon Warrior 3 is a great game. I mean, granted, the remakes are better, but Dragon Warrior 3 still holds up as a really good RPG. Not 4 though, because it had bad AI in 4. So play the remake of 4. The
Bad
remake
AI, high, like unfair AI, or
So you know how in Persona 3, the original Persona 3, all the characters can't be controlled and they all have like
yeah,
AI
they
patterns?
do whatever you kind of try to tell them to do, but they
Yeah.
only listen sometimes.
Dragon Warrior 4 was the first game to do that, and it tried to do that on the NES. So, yeah,
I mean,
the
it's all
remakes
lines
fixed
of
that
code.
and let you choose whatever the hell you want to use. So there's this ongoing running joke in the Dragon Quest, not just the fandom, but in the games themselves, that Kirill, the priest character in Dragon Quest, would try to use the instant kill spell on bosses.
Yeah,
Because
that's
the
whack.
way his AI looks is like, oh, the boss has 5,000 health. If
The
I
only thing I
use
can do
the
to-
instant
if I
kill
use-
spell, it goes
if
down
you-
to 0 health. That's a lot
There-
of damage. I'm gonna use it, but it'll never work.
Yeah.
So yeah, if I mean, granted, I wouldn't really bother going for any of the Dragon Quest games on NES, unless if you're a really hardcore collector, because they're all expensive as fuck. But the remakes on Switch are good.
In
And-
box, I should say, completed.
I think even the loose cartridge though, for
because my
like
Dragon
3
Warrior
and
didn't cost
4
much. My
are
Dragon
over
Warrior didn't cost much
$100.
money. Yeah, I don't know. I didn't pay that much for my Dragon Warrior.
For one is cheap,
Yeah.
but two is like reasonably expensive, but not too bad. It's 3 and 4 even loose NES cartridges are pretty expensive, and if you want the full thing, you're probably paying quite a lot of money for that. But what was my point? Oh yeah,
Anyway, what was I talking about?
I'm gonna be a C.
yeah. Oh, I remember. So yeah, so no, they probably wouldn't really know that much about Dragon Quest because Dragon Quest didn't actually release in the
Europe.
UK until 8 came out on the PS2, and that was like 2003.
Oh wow, that had a longer shelf life than Final Fantasy did over there.
Yeah. Well, a part of that's due to a copyright thing with the name because I think Wizards of the Coast owned the name Dragon Quest for a long time because of some like D&D campaign was also named Dragon Quest.
Oh boy, it's Rainbow Blast.
Oh yeah, man, this music is so much better in the Brawl version.
The Brawl version of TKC2?
Yeah, the Brawl version of DKC2. You know, where you jump on Koopa Troopas in the one level that's trying to do what the whole game should have done. Like, I mean, that sounds kind of petty, but like if
you're gonna make a whole campaign about Nintendo, you know, character crossovers, why are you doing original enemies?
I mean, if the game was the exact same level structure and the exact same, like if the enemies were just replaced but still functioned the same, that wouldn't make the game like good.
It would
But
fit the theming better.
like if the giant orb guys were like, I don't know, like Gordos and whatever. Like, I guess I just wanted more of that kind of stuff. You know, it wouldn't instantly make the game like amazing, but I don't know.
Well, it's funny because I thought Smash Run was actually better about that.
Smash
Yes, it
Run
was.
was great. It's just a shame that it didn't live up to what it could be. Because
Yeah.
it was effectively Kirby Air Ride City Trial, but Smash.
Yeah.
It's just unfortunate that you couldn't interact with the other players at all, due to the way
Yeah.
the 3DS hardware worked. Which kind of defeated a lot of the fun of the whole thing.
Plus, it was the challenges you could do at the end of the level were a bit too skewed towards certain character types.
Yeah, which unfortunately I think just is more likely to happen in a fighting game versus a racing game.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
that was a problem City Trial also had.
Yeah,
Like, because you can get the dragster event in a car that has miserable top speed,
yeah, because you went for like acceleration or something instead.
basically.
Yeah, I mean, at the very least, City Trial I know had like the things where they would tell you like a hint on what the next event was going to be.
Yeah, it did.
So there was that. I don't remember if Smash Run did that though.
I do
Nope.
not recall.
No, okay, because that would have helped if it's just like this event's going to be home run
This
contest.
is going to be an actual battle or some gimmicky thing.
Yeah.
Well, it's going to be some gimmicky thing, so I'm not going to choose a heavy, that's for sure.
Okay, yeah. Chad is confirming that there was no hint as to what the event was going to be, so you really were screwed if you just chose the
wow.
wrong character or didn't focus on the right pickups. Oh wait, no, never mind. Apparently it did. It just did it on the bottom screen that you weren't looking at. But yeah, that I think if they were to add any non-character DLC to Smash Ultimate, I think a City Trial mode, not City Trial, Smash Run, Smash Run would probably be like my #1 wanted mode.
Mine is still break the targets and board the platforms, bring those back.
Board the platforms,
I
I mean,
mean-
with that. I don't care about board the platforms. Break the targets. Personalized break the targets, I miss.
Yes.
I mean, that would be neat, but I feel like that's a mode I would play for an hour and then never touch ever again. Whereas if they made the Smash Run mode good, I could see myself going back
Well,
to that.
the
a lot.
problem with going back to Smash Run is that it's still going to be used Nintendo Online.
I mean, granted, yes, but I mean, theoretically, you could live in a world where you did it via local wireless with multiple switches.
Oh my god. Like, my reflexes are gonna get the best of me.
I've never really cared for these canon levels in Donkey Kong Country.
They're okay.
I just never really found them interesting or exciting. There's a lot of like waiting for the thing to point the way you're going to, and it doesn't feel particularly skill intensive or exciting.
No, it's just memorization.
It's also meant to be a bit of break on the platforming action.
I mean, that's fair, granted, but I feel like there could have been other things that they did.
I
that were-
accidentally went into a bonus barrel.
Oh
Don't worry,
no!
don't worry, I've done that. So
Gosh, John, stop being good at video games.
Is it good to find a bonus barrel?
I don't
during a
know.
race, not really.
You could get some extra lives.
That's not what it gives you.
It doesn't? Oh, well then.
No, it gives you a
Gives
crumb
you a
coin.
Oh, okay. Well then, sucks to be you, I guess.
I just want to like deliberately die so I can get out of this room, and the barrel won't even let me do that.
No.
So long, Gloria.
You shall not escape from death.
You kicked my ass last night, seriously.
Predictable.
Double Rampukin.
I'm gonna grab you now, yay.
I've decided not to get hit anymore.
Where's my drink? Seriously, I've been waiting all fucking day.
Where's my pizza?
My geese hopper by Dennis Hopper.
I mean,
Dennis
lie
Hopper
back,
would
lie
be
back,
a
lie
great
back.
Geese
Okay,
Howard.
so take the little lumpy parts of Dennis Hopper's Bowser hair,
Yeah.
and that'd be a shoo-in for geese.
Yeah.
Yeah, if he Dennis Hopper passed away, right?
Yes, he did.
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
But no, if you take that live action Bowser, quote unquote, and just take, you know how his hair's kind of lumpy in that regard.
Yeah, but he
You know,
does have some of the
no-
slick backness of it. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's like take the lumpy parts out. And yeah, that's Geese Howard.
Hold on a moment. I'm gonna look up Geese Howard, not Geese Howard, Dennis Hopper, age 40, and see what he looked like at that point. You know what? Yeah, Dennis Hopper, like you slick back the hair, he would be a great Geese Howard, I think.
This is canon now, right?
I don't know who would be Terry though.
Considering if Dennis Hopper was 40, they'd probably get Tom Cruise or something,
Oh,
which would suck.
You know, yeah, he had some chemistry with Keanu Reeves and Speed.
Tom Cruise. Wait, Tom Cruise
No.
and Keanu Reeves were in the same.
No, he's talking about Keanu Reeves in general.
Keanu Reeves and Dennis Hopper were in.
I suppose Keanu could work.
Hold on. He was born 1936, so let's say he's 45. That would be 1981. Would be when this Fatal Fury movie came out.
Somehow before the Fatal Fury even came out, yes.
So who in 1981 would be like a good, like, somewhat pretty boy, up and coming actor to go for it?
In 80.
Because like, if I was thinking of, okay, what movie actor would they get to play Terry if they just wanted to go for name recognition? And the first thought that came to my head was Brad Pitt for whatever reason, but that would be like 20 years later.
Yeah, I was gonna say he would be Mark of the Wolves, Terry.
Somebody says Willem Dafoe, and I don't think that would really work.
Well, Willem Dafoe was. I mean, this is 81 though.
Yeah,
We can't think 2000 Spider-Man.
I'm somewhat of a fighter myself.
I'm somewhat of a fighter myself, Dong Fu.
Power dunk.
Are you okay, Buster Wolf?
Okay, am I? He throws bombs and power waves everywhere.
You and me are not so different, Geese Howard. Okay, now I'm imagining Willem Dafoe as Geese, though, which would be interesting. Double Rampukin.
Double Rampukin.
Do not be tempted.
By the balloon.
What?
By the balloon, yeah.
Oh, you should not have survived that launch. We do have a couple more donations. $5 from Doc Haunt, thank you. Damn you, Ted, you've convinced me over the course of the marathon to buy DQ11. Yes, good. Being real though, it always looked good. I just need to hear good stuff about it. Congrats on what you guys have made and on to beating 5-4 Mania. Thank you. I hope you enjoy it. It is a really great game. And then $5 from Mick Yeager. Thank you very much. Good luck against Cuddlejohn or Kugel or whatever Matt calls it.
It's Kujal.
It's Kujal. And it's Cerberus.
Kruger.
That's fine.
Folgers.
That sounds like a drink.
That's
Isn't that-
Folgers.
Oh, Folgers.
Like, Folgers.
Kentucky Fried
with,
Chicken.
What the fuck? All right.
Kremlin Fried Kremlins.
That was weird. I guess there's no hitbox on that Bramble.
Apparently
Oh,
not.
did you shoot up at that one point?
Yeah.
and get hit? Yeah, I did that too. That's just a weird hitbox thing.
So Ryan,
What?
would you say that this is a sweet level?
He's got one for every level, folks.
I didn't want to do one for the pirate levels.
Well, pirate puns are pretty easy though. Well, okay, no, okay, they're easy, but they're boring because they all usually end up with the same R, sort of like.
It's hard to find a good hook to sink your puns
Oh,
into.
shit. What is the captain's favorite yoga position?
What, John?
The plank.
Is that an actual yoga position?
Yes.
I thought that was a meme from like 2009.
No.
Do y'all remember planking?
I'm going to go save because I haven't in a while.
This is hell. Like,
Man, you know what? Eggman sucks. King K. Rool only took 2 games to make his amusement park world. It took Eggman like what, 9? Oh wait, not 9. Not even if we're just counting the platformers.
Obligatory minecart level.
I'm not a huge fan of the minecart levels in Donkey Kong Country either, but I do appreciate that they, the way that they changed the aesthetics for this one, and in making it a race car instead.
Roller coaster.
That's the same thing. That's what
Not
I
really.
did. I said roller coaster. If you go and look back at the tape,
The tape says race car.
I'm gonna. I also do like how they somewhat play differently than the Donkey Kong 1 Country ones too, because the car doesn't go with you. You jump out of it, which does change stuff slightly.
Well, no, you do that in the second minecart level in Donkey Kong Country 1.
Oh, you do? I remember it.
you have to in order to survive.
Oh, okay. And there's no way to skip this one?
Nope.
Okay, because I know that there is a skip for the first Donkey Kart level in 1.
In 1, yeah. You don't feel like playing the game. Although I say that, and there are like developer intended warps in this game too.
For the first 2 worlds, anyway.
Yeah. Which is so bizarre.
Which they brought back into 3 for some reason.
I guess they just liked the idea of secrets. Like,
I mean,
Rare's
I
always
do
liked
too.
having secrets in their games.
I love secrets. Like, I love a good secret. I love really obtuse shit. That doesn't get in the way of like 100% completion, I should stress.
So have you played Ukulele in the Impossible Lair, John?
I have not.
It's a really good game. It is basically just a SNES style Donkey Kong Country game, but I personally think they're better. But there's also like a 2D Zelda styled overworld that connects all of the levels, and there's lots of puzzle solving in that. In order to get one of the secrets, you hit one of the signs, and one of the signs says, "We're not gonna lie, one of the secrets is just hidden on the overworld. Look it up on the internet. Somebody will have found it already."
Because people data mine shit.
Yeah. So literally, you can either ground pound every spot on the overworld, or just look it up on the internet, which I just found funny.
Yeah,
like a way of
I love a level of self-awareness.
Rare is nothing if not self-aware.
Yeah.
I think there's some secret exits. I'm trying to remember in Impossible Lair if there are any like world skippy type stuff in that game. I don't really think so, but I also never beat it because the last level is extremely difficult. Almost impossible, you would say.
quite Larry, you could say.
Yeah, because I know you don't really have any interest in like Banjo-Kazooie style games, which the first ukulele is.
Yeah.
But you would like Impossible Lair, I think, John. So I would recommend you give that one a shot.
Yeah. Also, it should be
You know-
like, if it's not obvious enough, I don't like the bramble levels at all because I never remember where to go here. And
I mean, I know that you probably haven't played a video game for fun in 20 years, so...
Hey, that's a.
He's played 14 for how many hours?
What do you think my 14th time is? That's fun.
Okay, you can tell yourself that.
No, I'm serious.
Yeah, I know. I'm just kidding a little bit. I don't know. What was the last game besides Final Fantasy 14 that you played just for
Just
fun?
for fun?
Yeah,
Well,
like
here's
not
you know,
for.
no, it's funny because I'm playing Crosscode right now, and I wanted to. I'm doing a live stream for that one, but I might hold off on that one because my problem with playing RPGs blind on a live stream is that I don't pay attention to the story.
Yeah.
And I don't like doing that.
That's something I have with certain games too. Like, especially for RPGs I'm excited about, I won't play them on stream because those games need to be for me. And you're just in a different mindset whenever you're playing something on stream.
Well, because you got to keep pushing forward, and if you start screwing up, that's a problem.
And you're always looking at the chat. You're not just
Yeah.
looking at the game. So,
Which is not a problem
and
if I'm
especially-
playing a game.
That's
I've already
one of the main reasons I will never be a good streamer.
Yeah,
But
but
that's what
like,
I'm saying is like you play a game that you've already played a million times. That's the thing. Because one of my other projects coming up is my all emblems Sonic Heroes run. You know, to continue along the 3D Sonic stuff that I've been doing. And Sonic Heroes, I don't like as much as Adventure 1 or 2. I still know to some degree, so I don't have to worry about that sort of shit.
versus with a new game, you never get to play a game for the first time
Ever
twice.
again, yeah.
So for many new games, I don't like to, unless if I know it's a game that I don't really care that much about, I won't play it live on stream most of the time. I will play it.
Well, I
on
would give the
my
game a
own.
little more respect.
Yeah. So is Crosscode good? What kind of game even is that? Because
It's like
it's an action
it's a more RPG Zelda game.
Yeah, it's an
Okay.
action RPG. It varies all that it can. Yeah, basically.
is it
and-
good?
Yeah, I mean, I'm enjoying it, but on RPGs,
It's-
one part.
It's
another part story.
it's one of those I plan on getting to eventually.
Yeah.
How much is it right now?
Oh, it's cheap. It's like I got it on Steam for it was on sale when I got it. It was like $10.
Okay, I'll have to give it a shot at some point. I do need new games to play. Because let's see, I beat Panzer Paladin, which is
Yeah,
also a good game.
I just recorded that for BSC, so
Yeah, I do want to play the remix mode of that. I just we've been.
oh
doing
boy, we're
the-
on the race stage.
You mean you haven't been racing the whole time?
No, the actual race stage. So
And now the race shall begin.
you won't stand a chance once I shift into
Maximum overdrive.
overdrive.
Kia!
Back in the chat, I have stopped replaying Hyrule Warriors. I'm done. I finished that like 4 months ago.
Yeah, I was gonna say is like you finally fully completed that. You fucking
Yep.
man.
The only time I'm going to need to replay it is when I eventually record it for Brain Scratch.
Christ. But that's not gonna be
Oh,
full completion.
Oh god, this stage
No,
is going way too
no,
fast
I'm not-
for my 4K TV. The smearing, the smearing.
Yeah, but no, John, I'm not going to be like doing all the adventure maps because we would have nothing to talk about. I'd just be doing the story missions.
Yeah, and I probably.
Which, granted, there's a lot more of now that there's the deluxe edition has the 3DS DLC missions.
Lana.
It's okay. With the power of teamwork, we can redeem the people who tried to take over the universe. It's okay that Sia awakened to the great evil and killed thousands of soldiers.
Yeah,
Because
but she's
Ganon comes back every 100 years anyway.
man.
He's basically our versions of Dracula.
Everyone can be forgiven depending on how hot you are.
Sadly, that's true.
Yeah. That's actually something, like, I mean, I guess slight spoilers for Dragon Quest XI. That's something that I really appreciate, is that there is the sympathetic villain to some extent in Dragon Quest XI. And in the Dragon Quest XI, extra stuff, you do get more development for him, but I like the way the game does it, where you don't really forgive him in a way, but it's I really like what they did with him in Dragon Quest XI. So that's one of the reasons why that game is so good. But then again, I sometimes hesitate on recommending that game depending on what your taste in RPGs is. Because I know there are some people who like 100-hour RPGs and some people who don't have time for that shit, which I absolutely understand.
I still need to get through Persona 5 Royal, so I do not have time for Dragon Quest 11 on top of that.
Yeah, that's why for many people I will recommend 5 instead, because that's like a 30-hour game. So, you know, and if you like more SNES-paced RPGs, you'd probably like that one better anyway. Ryan, how far into the game would you say you are at this point?
Slightly over halfway.
Okay. Because I don't know how many worlds are in this game or which level is what, so...
Who dat?
It's the Scrub Police, John.
Scrub police. Oh, thank God, my toilet's been clogged.
Rubbing bubbles.
We got $25 from Egg Roll Buddy. It's been a blast watching you guys stream these games for such a good cause. Thanks for doing this. Quick question. What games are you guys most excited for in the near future? Please put this towards the Switch raffle. Thanks again. Thank you, Egg Roll Buddy. I will put your thing in for the Switch right now.
The only things that have hard dates for me are Crash 4 and... Crash 4 and Tony Hawk.
Man, I don't really have much coming out in the near
4.
future.
Yeah,
So,
Crash 4 for me.
No More Heroes 3 and Bravely Default 2 are kind of depending on when they're actually going to come out, which I don't think either of them are going to come out this year.
No. I don't think
Oh,
so
right,
either.
Shin Megami Tensei 5. Oh, wait, that's not this year.
That's
Fuck.
next year.
Uh,
Yeah.
It's not Sonic.
Yeah. I guess Pikmin 3.
You already have Pikmin 3 at home.
Pikmin. Can we get Pikmin 4? We have Pikmin 4 at home. Pikmin 4 at home. Pikmin 3 at.
People Alex.
I mean, I'm making fun of it as if Pikmin 3 is not a fantastic game.
It's just one of those, I've already played it, I've already 100%ed it. I don't feel the need to spend another $60 on a slight bit of new content.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna do it anyway, just because.
Well, you're the Pikmin guy, so that makes sense. But it's one of those. If later on there's like a slight discount, I might get it, just so I never have to open my Wii U box again. But
yeah.
Fucking asshole.
Yeah, because like a lot of the Wii U ports, like I don't know why I bought Mario U Deluxe. That was a waste of money.
I only bought it because we were doing it for BSC at MomoCon last year.
Yeah, I guess that's something.
So that was the only reason I bought that. I bought Tokyo Mirage Sessions because that game needed the support.
I have Tokyo Mirage
unfortunately,
Sessions on Wii U, which I haven't played yet, so I didn't buy it.
It's baby's first Persona / SMT.
Yeah, so I know it's surprisingly decent.
It's nothing spectacular, but again, if you're at all interested in Persona or eventually SMT 3 or 5 next year, I would highly recommend playing Tokyo Mirage Sessions and just seeing if you get a feel for it.
Yeah, it's just I didn't buy it again because I already own it on Wii U, and I guess I don't want to pay for it twice.
I just like RPGs more on handheld systems.
I agree with you. I usually prefer my RPGs on handhelds.
Depending on which kind of RPG, because something like Persona I want to have on the console, because that's a game you're going to be sitting down and playing for a number of hours on each session.
Oh my God.
Well, that's actually why I prefer them to be on handhelds, because I'd rather be lying on the couch comfortable than sitting in a chair.
The hell was this guy always this annoying?
I guess so.
Module, yeah.
Also, we are only $7 away from 22,000. Just to let y'all know.
Who wants to be the king of the 22K? The K stands for king.
K stands for K rule.
Yes, 22,000 K rules will be donated to charity.
Yes.
They're not worth the money they're printed on. The paper they're printed on, I should say. The money's printed on money now.
The money is a nebulous number in the void of electronic seascape.
So they take like a $10 bill and just put K Rool's face on it?
Yeah.
Yes.
Cool.
There's literally just $5 of K Rool's face plastered over it.
I feel like he'd be the kind of guy to do that.
He probably already has.
Yeah. That was still weird watching you play the Street Fighter 2 earlier this week, John, where it's like Bison is based off of Thailand. What?
Yeah.
What happened to Shadow Lu?
Is Shadow Lu from Thailand?
I think the base of operations was in Thailand.
Yes, but it's like Bison has kind of like his own mini country thing going on.
Oh, so he's Doctor Doom.
Kind of. It's such a main part of this lore going forward. It's just weird going
Argentina. What? Yeah,
But
must be on vacation.
Wait, he's in Argentina in one of the
no,
games?
no.
But still, it's like you're so familiar with him and his home base of Shadowloo. So to see him like in a regular ass country
just
is
Thailand,
kind of
yeah.
weird. Yeah. USSR.
So the Street Fighter lore I know is weird, cause like
Fighting games, what do you expect?
because I know it's like Street Fighter 1, then 2, then the Alpha games, then 4, then
No, Alpha's
No.
before 2.
Alpha's before 2.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's 1, then Alpha, then 2, then 4, then 3?
Then 4, then
No, 3.
5.
4,
yeah.
then 5, then 3.
Yeah,
Okay.
3 is the prequel.
No, 3 is the last one, chronologically speaking.
The fuck?
This is Capcom. Have you looked at Devil May Cry?
I mean, whatever sells money.
Whatever sells
Sells
money.
money, yeah. Got money here for
Okay.
sale.
Sells
$5
Bison
bill,
dollars.
$6.99. What?
So, like, is Bison the main villain of Street Fighter or Akuma?
Bison.
Bison.
Akuma's
okay.
not.
Akuma's more related strictly to Ryu and Ken, and
Yeah,
you know,
and
their
he's not
master and all that.
necessarily evil. Like
He's kind of just around.
Yeah, he's looking for the strongest warrior, but he will fight you to the death if he thinks you're a good challenge. Basically.
That's not very nice.
No, it's not very nice at all. Like,
No.
not at all. He's kind of an asshole in that regard, but he's not hounding you basically. Like he's not like kidnapping people or some other shit.
Everyone's kind of like just stay away from him.
Yeah. Leave him alone, he'll leave you alone.
He's like a bee.
So Ken's just trying to like do a tournament, and Akuma's like, "Fight me,
No, Ken's
fight
not
me
doing it.
IRL."
I don't think Akuma would ever join an official sanctioned tournament though, only because of the
No.
no-kill thing. So yeah, this is pretty much my joking point if you haven't noticed already. Because
I don't know. Ryan could choke pretty hard
I never
later.
not to this extent, dude. Because I've already choked in Bramble like really bad, and I'm choking really hard on this dude. Because I never liked this boss.
No, that
It's the stun is one thing. It's I just can't tell where the hell he's gonna land. And he comes down so fast.
Oh, he can swing almost immediately as he lands too.
Yeah, if you're close with the barrel in your hand, he just knocks out of your hand too. Oh, I recognize that music.
yeah.
Getting chased by the giant bee.
Yep. Bees, my god.
Will be.
I'm playing Donkey Kong Jungle Beat music in the background because I obviously cannot hear any of the music because I'm watching the stream. I suppose I could have the stream audio on, but no.
Oh, you want to hear yourself twice?
Of course, of course.
Of course.
Wait, so
we couldn't use a rhino to take down the giant bee. Let's use a parrot.
That's a big old think emoji there.
Birds eat bees.
Yes, but it's a friggin' rhino.
Rhinos. Bees eat rhinos.
I've never been particularly good at this boss.
I'm wondering if a bee could even pierce a rhino's skin.
Nah,
No.
probably not.
Likely not. I don't know. Anything that's small enough can pierce anything. Isn't
And
that
that's
kind of
true.
the entire point of Ant-Man?
I mean,
Why didn't Ant-Man just shrink down, go inside Thanos' head, and then expand?
Expand.
because he's bad.
They took that stage down, goddamn. Ant-Man's Plan was my favorite stage in Smash Ultimate.
Oh god.
The evil's been defeated. How long did that take, actually? I don't have chat loaded. So is anybody doing like a death count? Because you guys do that every time with Kingdom Hearts 2. You know, always
I don't
do it.
know. Nobody. I think Chad has actually not been that much of a dick.
Oh no, I appreciate that. I mean, I don't really care at the end of the day, but it's like, you know, so.
Oh no, I don't appreciate it because it feels like whenever I'm playing a game and somebody's like, "Oh, you've died 6 times." Thanks, asshole.
You get.
I didn't
Well, I
need
mean,
to know
there's
that.
always going to be that asshole, but you also have to remember that like that's a minority, you know.
Yeah.
Like that one dude.
Well,
who's
that
running
was a
around
bit.
doing a
That was
video.
me a bit in F-Zero GX, where it's like I was doing perfectly fine until I got to mission 7, and then the tally started going up and up. And it's like, okay, this is a hard mission. I get it.
I don't know. I feel sometimes when you're doing something like a challenge run or something particularly challenging, you know, it's like all eyes on you, basically. It's like,
Yeah.
I thought that was a. He climbed me up.
And that's why I don't normally do challenge runs.
To me, if I'm doing a challenge run, like say the Kingdom Hearts 2 thing that I'm doing now, I know what I'm getting into. Like, I'm going into this expecting to die a lot. Like, obviously, I want to overcome this obstacle. I want to overcome this challenge, and I want you guys to be a part of that journey. But I'm also expected to die a lot.
Yeah. For me, I just don't self-imposed challenges I can never really get behind because they feel so arbitrary. It's why I eventually just stopped trying with Nuzlocke stuff.
Depends on the kind of challenge. Like, for example, I might do like a Mario World no cape run or something.
Yeah, which it makes the game considerably challenging.
Yes.
No capes, no switches. That is a pretty challenging run because you have to try with some fortresses after that.
You have to play the game.
You have to play the game, yes.
Such a random concept, I know.
Man, this game sucks. You can't just fly over everything.
I have to play it. It's like, well, I don't like the sound of this.
Sonic 3/Sonic and Knuckles no Fushi thingy run. Man, this game is exactly the same.
What, is it shield?
No,
Fushi thing.
you're gonna be taking a lot longer with bosses.
Well, I mean, to be fair, that's like the difference between 10 seconds and 0 seconds.
It's still a
I
difference.
mean, I love the insta shield, and I still do.
But it
10
doesn't beat
seconds.
being able to fly.
Well, yeah, but you see, the thing is, Tails is not completely invulnerable though. Sonic, for that frame that it's active, is completely invincible, and that's why it's awesome. You would know that if you actually like the shield tip.
No, I'm not, because
What?
I'd rather fly.
Where did the shield hurt you? Show me where the shield.
Do you want to know why it hurt me? Because Tails is already all the way up there, and I'm standing down here,
But Tails'
fooshing
hitbox
and
is
doing
only on
nothing.
Tails only has a hitbox on his ass.
God damn it.
He's 8 years old, John.
No, I'm saying where the hitbox is. That's all I said. You made it sexual. You made it weird, Ted.
You're the one who made it weird, John.
No, I'm just saying he has a hitbox on his ass.
Yeah, I know. You're not supposed to talk about an 8-year-old's ass.
You made it weird, Ted.
Want to know what's even weirder? Sega drew Tails' asshole for Sonic Advance 3.
The butthole pixel.
Yeah.
Release the butthole cut.
Did you you did 2, right?
Yeah, we did. We did too.
Remind me, you think 2 is okay, right?
I think 2's fine, yeah.
Unless you're getting the emerald.
Unless you're getting emeralds. In which case, but yeah, I can say that for every advanced game now. So that's nothing new.
Well, the one's not too bad.
It's just finding it is annoying in 1, but like other than that, you know, the actual stage itself isn't that bad. And I guess having something that actually encourages exploration in a Sonic game is neat, I suppose.
Without it being aggravating.
Not in Advanced 2's case, because Advanced 2's
Oh
case
no,
all
well,
the
I'm talking
time.
about 1. 2 is
1?
obnoxious.
Well, yeah, because 1 was at least trying to be just a continuation of Sonic 3, you know?
Yeah.
Which is why
Yeah.
it works.
Yeah, but like the annoying, like even if it was like, oh, you have to find all 8 things, and you can do it over the course of like replays, then that's fine. But the way Sonic level design works is that there's like 3 paths to every level, and you only ever do one of them in any given run.
And you can't
So having to
backtrack.
go through all 3 paths in one go is annoying.
Yeah,
I'm going to go save just to be safe.
Because you're both in honey levels, it makes it look like John's less far behind than he
no,
actually
I'm way
is.
behind. Like a whole world behind, I believe.
Yeah,
I
you.
just finished King's Ing, and I went back to go save, and I'm going to take Funky.
Oh, we have passed $22,000. Thank you, everybody.
Yeah.
We've got a $25 donation from Egg Roll Buddy. It's been a blast watching you guys. Oh wait, no. Oh wait, was that? No, Egg Roll Buddy did. That's the same donation. Maybe then. Okay, maybe
it
it's
probably
being
hasn't
weird.
loaded, but the total is at over 22K.
Yes.
Okay, hold on.
I don't know if that's due to a new donation.
Yeah, it's a new donation
or-
that hasn't loaded yet.
Okay, so then.
1 second here. Oh, my damn thing didn't play. Oh, my nut button's not working.
No.
Oh, the sperm ropes. I know that
Yes.
sound from anywhere. I can't look at Ryan's streams. I just can go off as up. Yeah, because another thing that we should say that I'll say again. Another thing that's kind of weird for me is because I'm not listening to my game audio at all. I am the game audio you're hearing is from Ryan's end, and I have to listen to that because if I mute it, then you guys are not going to hear anything. I don't know, for some reason the game audio is not coming through my streaming service, and I don't get it.
Yeah, I mean, you know, tech stuff happens.
Yeah, I wish it wasn't the last minute though.
I mean, today has had a lot of weird things. I couldn't find my copy of Link's Crossbow Training earlier, and Kevin had to bail me out by playing his. Oh god, I forgot about these ropes.
Ropes.
The ropes you're hanging on. The
Yes,
ghost ones.
The ghost ropes.
Now, Ryan, make sure you're not tied up on this level too long.
Please stop. Cease.
Although, the design for it is very spirited.
There's no one around when I make these jokes.
Guys? Guys?
Anybody?
No?
Hey, I'm charging by the hour.
Damn it.
Okay, that donation finally went through.
There we
$20 from Stars Way. Thank you, thank you, thank
Hey,
you.
Jen, how's it going?
Hey guys, putting some money towards a good cause. Hope everybody has a good day, and also to everyone who plays Final Fantasy XIV, good luck tomorrow. Why? What happens tomorrow?
5.3 drops, and that is the next.
The horde of new players.
That is the well, that's part of it, but it's also the end of the Shadowbringers story.
Ooh,
so
interesting.
We're expecting a lot of tears to be shed.
Aw. Are they gonna add like a new dungeon or something? Probably.
Yeah, new dungeon, new boss fights. That's when that's when the base game goes free, along with Heaven's Sword, which again, putting on my 14 shill cap here, that is an amazing fucking deal. Because that is a lot of hours of free content. Just give it to you.
So I do remember I did try Final Fantasy XIV when there was the free trial.
Yeah.
A while ago, and it was okay. MMOs are just not my thing.
Right.
What I remember most is when you first start, there's all of these spam bots trying to get you to buy their
Buy
shit.
Gil, yeah. That's and that's something 14's always had that problem with, and
I
don't-
think that every MMO will have that to some extent.
Yeah, I just don't think that's something they can just easily take care of. If they can, I don't know what they can do about it. I just block them because there's only so many of them.
I mean, I guess they could have they could pay someone at Square Enix to spend their whole day standing around that area and finding all of the people
Get a
and banning them
GM,
all.
basically. But yeah, a lot of stuff's happening tomorrow for 14, and if you're even thinking about playing it, I would say give it a shot because you have a lot to go through if you decide to pick it up and play. It is a fantastic game. Like and they're also revamping A Realm Reborn to be less bloated because that is also a problem that 2.0 has. Is that there are a lot of menial quests.
A lot of MMOs do that though. Like I remember we were talking about this earlier. World of Warcraft, when they got enough expansions in that game, they eventually redid the beginning to make it less bloated as well. Which I suppose makes sense. When an MMO first starts,
You need whatever content you can get.
yeah, pretty much.
Well, they got to show you the ropes for like every little thing that is available in the game, which is, in the way 14 does it, it's not overwhelming, but it is pretty repetitive. Like, especially if you decide to do everything at once, if you're that kind of player. Because me personally, I am. Like, in any RPG, MMO or otherwise, as soon as a side quest is available, I want to do it. Like, I want to do everything along my linear pathway. And if it branches, then I will do this branch first, come back to the center, and do the other branch.
Don't play Xenoblade, John.
Oh.
In that case. Like, I haven't beaten Xenoblade, but I can tell you right now, you will despise Xenoblade if you try to play the game like that. Because the game has so much side content, and it's clearly not intended for you to play all at once.
Well, I love Majora's Mask, though, and that game is nothing but side quests.
I mean,
Xenoblade is... If Majora's Mask is a 5 on the content scale of just how much you can do, Xenoblade is 1,000.
Yeah,
Oh,
like...
That's a lot more than 5.
You know Spinal Tap, where it goes up to 11? Xenoblade
Yeah.
goes up to, like, 20. There's just so much shit. And not all... Like, don't get me wrong, I'm not trying to undervalue... I'm not the world's biggest Xenoblade fan, but a lot of the side quests are not your typical RPG filler side quest of, oh, find this many bugs or whatever. There are some stuff like that, but there are a lot of, like, well-developed side characters and stuff in the Xenoblade side quests that get a lot of their own development and whatnot. It's just, if you try to do everything as soon as it comes out, you will be miserable because it will take you forever to get to the next area.
You'll never progress the story.
And when you do get to the next area, you're going to be 10 levels over leveled for everything that's there because you did so much stuff. That's something that's a little bit weird with Xenoblade. I don't know how much the Definitive Edition fixed this. The game kind of expects you to do some of the side content, but not all of it. So if you don't do any of the side content, you'll be underleveled. But if you do all of it, you're overleveled. I don't know how much they adjusted that in the Definitive Edition.
Yeah.
That's something that I do wanna play the Definitive Edition one day. I just would need to be in the right mood because Xenoblade is probably the most you can commit to any game like ever. I can imagine.
So with the Definitive Edition out now on the Switch, there's basically no reason to play the original re-release. I take it.
I guess unless if you want like nostalgia points,
Or you like fuzzy graphics.
yeah, like I can't really think of anything else.
Well, fuzzy graphics can be handled if you got the proper TV to play with it.
Well, no,
like the actual models are really
Oh, like it's
basic and
inherent.
not
Okay.
good.
Yeah, Xenoblade was a super ambitious game for the time, but you can tell that game wanted to be a PS3 game and not a Wii game because like the art design's phenomenal. The character models and stuff.
graphics can't handle it.
Yeah, pretty much. It is actually amazing how much better that game looks in Definitive Edition. It is outstanding. But yeah, like I have a lot of respect for Xenoblade 1. I'll go back and finish it someday.
What is going on? I cannot make this game.
Oh, Jack. Oh my god, he brought up the 3DS version of that game. I forgot that even existed.
I don't know why they even bothered with that.
That was a new 3DS exclusive, wasn't it?
Yeah,
It was one of the very few, and it's like, why did you bother?
I guess they just wanted to show that they could do it. I guess, I don't know. Nobody was doing anything else at Monolith Soft at the time. I don't know.
Well, I'd imagine porting something like that to the new 3DS was no small feat, but it's also like, when did they decide they were going to make a definitive edition for the next generation?
Well, the 3DS port came out like what, 2014, 2015? That was before Xenoblade 2 was out. Xenoblade 2 came out late 2017.
Yes.
And then they did the DLC and probably did the definitive edition after that. So a good couple of years, I would say. Because they probably didn't think that they were going to do a remake of 1 until after on the next. They probably weren't thinking about that. They were thinking about just, okay, we got to get the new game done. It still also is like astonishing to me that Xenoblade is now like one of Nintendo's bigger franchises when they had to be effectively bullied into releasing the first game.
I wouldn't say bigger. I would say it's still kind of like on that B tier.
More prestigious, I guess, is a better way to put it.
Yeah.
Because the games get phenomenal reviews, and they are clear fan favorites. All right. Oh yeah, chat also brings up a good point that in like 2014, it was still hard to get a copy of Xenoblade on the Wii.
Yeah.
So it was a way to get the game for everyone.
Reprint it in some fashion.
Although I think by that point they already were releasing Wii games as downloads on the Wii U shop. So
Was
I guess
Chronicles
they could
part
have
of
just yeah, they've done that. Like there's only a handful of
Prime
games.
Trilogy was
I know
one.
Prime Trilogy was one. Did they release Chronicles digitally?
No, I don't believe they did. There's only a handful. There's like Wario Land Shake It, Mario Galaxy, Metroid Prime. Weirdly enough, Trauma Team is one. Hold on, we have Google here.
No. Ah, damn it, game.
Okay.
I'm screwing up on this level so bad. I hate this level. Wind gimmicks just suck in platformers.
Gimmicks blow.
Ah.
Hey.
Okay, so
you
there's
laughed.
actually there's like 20 or so. Wait, they released Excitebots on the Wii what? Man, that game's great. Everybody needs to play Excitebots. Yeah, there was Kirby, Epic Yarn, Return to Dreamland, Lost in Shadow, Mario Sports Mix. Striker's Charge got re-released too. That's a good game. Super Slugger, Other M. Metroid Prime Trilogy never got re-released in Japan, weirdly.
Well,
They
that's
re-released Muramasa the Demon Blade in Japan, but nowhere. Oh, man, that's a great game. You all need to play.
Didn't that also get a Vita release?
That did
Yeah.
get a Vita release, which is the best release, but that's still one of my favorite games that nobody.
you were going to record that for the channel at one point.
Yeah, but I only did half of it because the game split into 2 stories, and when I was done, I realized that this was back when we had Hopodge. It was flashing, like the dropping frames. The Pikmin games, Mario Wii. Oh, they did re-release Pandora's Tower.
That's neat.
Oh wait, never mind. They did do Xenoblade Chronicles. So
Okay.
like, what the hell was the point of the 3DS version?
I guess.
Okay, done with that level. Ugh.
No. I guess I don't know. Want sell more money. Sell
Money?
more money. Yep, they want to sell all the money. Sell
Yeah.
all the money.
Sell all the money.
So yes, just as a quick update, we have passed $22,000, which is pretty cool. Ryan, how much do you think is left in
A good amount still.
a good amount? Okay.
Which we have to end at 2, was it?
What's the next game?
2 was the planned
Yeah.
ending time. I know we started a
I
little
don't-
bit.
I'm not going to be able to do that.
Okay, well, let's see how when we get to 2, how much of the game you have left.
It's what time is it now?
1:45.
Yeah, I'm not going to be even close.
Okay, well, we'll see. I'll go on the Discord and check some stuff. Just so you all know, if you want me to do
Damn
the
it.
Submerged Castle in Pikmin 2, we need you to get to 25k before we get to Pikmin 2. Which is a lot, but I do think it's still possible. Because again, if everybody in the chat right now donated $10, then we would be there. So yeah, just throwing that out there. I'm gonna go on the Discord and see what's going on.
You can tell how much of a non-race mentality I am right now because I just instinctively went into that bonus barrel.
Huh.
Like I see it and I have to jump into it. Oh, they duck their head when they go past the gates. It's a nice little detail. Never noticed that.
These speedrunners just say fuck clocks and know their way down.
Spock makes some really weird noises when he gets hurt.
Yeah.
Oh, Christ. That always keeps thinking about it. Yeah, but pretty much after this game, for me specifically, I will be joining Elliot and Sabrina as a co-com for tomorrow's run of Subspace. That is around noon, I believe. And before
You're
that,
also doing the
I'm also doing
Castlevania races
I was
tomorrow.
about to say that. About to do the Castlevania race with Derek because we had to reschedule that because of my internet issues, and I'm looking forward to that big time. my last
More
major-
internet issues?
no. The Castlevania race. But Wednesday is all for me because I get to make up my Metroid Prime 2 date, and that is pretty much going to be an all-day affair.
Hey, girl, buddy. Yeah, John just said, but Metroid Prime 2 is going to be Wednesday.
Yes.
There was an unexpected, like a storm went through, and so what happened that shut your internet down exactly?
What I think happened, because I still don't know for sure, because I never got in contact with anybody, is that after the storm, my internet went out, and what I think happened is that because I use Verizon Fios, I'm assuming that a Fios line got cut or was damaged because of the storm. I don't know if it's around my area or maybe there was like a central hub. I'm not entirely sure how it works, but since then I've had no internet, like, at all. My router is not picking up a signal from the ONT box, and my ONT box is not picking up a signal at all from the Fios line, which means, I looked it up, there is a down line somewhere. Now, when there's a down line somewhere, you have to call in and report that so that they can get a technician to come out and fix it. I have been unable to get in contact with a technician because they keep putting you on hold, which goes nowhere for hours, and then they hang up on you. And then if you attempt to bitch at them on DMs, if you attempt to bitch at them online, they'll get their intern of the day to say,
Tell you to go to DMs and then
go to
ignore
DMs,
you.
we'll fix your problem, and then they'll send you to a digital assistant, which is just pretty much putting you on hold on the internet or on a connection for 3 hours. That also goes nowhere. I've been doing that every day for the last week to no avail, and I need internet to do my job. I need internet to do the Cherry Steam more consistently, because, you guys saw in Final Fantasy IV last week, I had to go to my uncle's, and that Uber ride was not cheap. Then I had to go to Sabrina's for Sonic Advance 2. I was also there yesterday to do Fatal Fury and the Smash Bros. Stuff. But that was just more just to save on time and make things a little easier for ourselves. So as an alternative source, I went and just got another internet provider, Comcast, which I didn't want to do because I've had history with Comcast. I think their customer service is just as terrible when shit goes foobar. But I need something. So I'm currently paying for something that doesn't work, which is Verizon, and I'm also paying another bill with Comcast. Although Mark did say at least it will help me foot the bill for that one, because normally I pay for the internet here, because I'm the one that uses it. That's generally the rule of thumb when it comes to our house. If you use it the most, you're paying the bill.
Ryan, how much of the game would you say is left?
At least 2 more worlds.
At least 2 more worlds. Okay.
So we're not finishing this.
What's the next after this?
Kirby Tilt and Tumble. Catherine has to be
It's-
out by 3:30.
If Catherine's on a strict schedule and we don't want to postpone that, then we have to get that.
Well,
started.
apparently it's one of her coworkers was an asshole who put something on her schedule without telling her.
Oh Christ.
Was the problem? Because I remember because I went to her place to drop off the upscaler so she could actually stream Kirby Tilt and Tumble, and while she was there, she put on her on her calendar that she was busy that whole afternoon, and they just scheduled her for something anyway because I guess they're assholes. They're hassles like that. Yeah, so we'll see how things go. We're still discussing. Just keep on going for now, and we'll figure out what we need to do in the meantime.
I don't like how Squawks cancels your invincibility.
Well, at this point, I think we're just going to have to end it too, so Catherine can do Tilt and Tumble.
We got about like 9 minutes for well, we actually should stop a little beforehand so she gets some time to set up.
Yeah.
I do want to have a makeup race for something though. Like at some point, this is something we can discuss later.
Yeah.
Because I know that after the Smash thing last night between you and Linky, you guys like immediately did a made-up match because my pride says I must beat you.
I feel really bad about how I did. I choked against Elliot hard in the last 2 matches.
What? Without Elliot? Elliot's Canada is super fucking annoying.
Yeah, but it's just
And like he doesn't. I don't know.
I just choked is the thing. Like I shouldn't have gotten hit.
I'm not gonna make excuses because that's not who I am. games. So
Yeah, no, that's saying that I choked doesn't make an excuse. It's just saying
no. But see, but that's different, Ted. You realize you made a mistake, you know, because everyone else would be quick to say, guys, it was lag, you know, it's stupid internet. That's what
Man,
at least with Linky and I, we didn't have that excuse, but
yeah. You know, saying you choked is you are aware that you made a mistake, you know.
No, it's because Ganondorf's broken and needs to be banned.
he's literally the worst character in the game.
King
He
of
needs
evil.
to be banned. He's broken. It's absurd that he can kill at 40%.
He has literally nothing else.
Unplayable video game. The worst of all time.
Oh, that's right. You have to do this to get a bonus barrel that I just instinctively took again. Fuck it, I'm gonna do this one. I don't give a shit. Okay, no, I'm not.
Oh yeah, Ryan. Chat says Little Mac is the worst character in Ultimate.
Nope, it's not.
Isn't Little Mac bad though?
Little Mac actually has super armor for a lot of his moves.
I mean,
No,
Actually,
okay, hold the phone here.
So does Ganon.
We saw on stream last night that they hit a smash attack against Ganon and he didn't give a flying fuck.
Oh no, you mean Warlock Punch or a smash attack? A smash attack, no, you can interrupt him.
He has armor
on
frames in
every
his
smash
up tilt. Like his up tilt has armor frames.
If you're getting hit by his up tilt, that's your own fucking fault.
But it has armor frames. That's not that's the point. The point is that it has armor frames. So that
on the two slowest moves you have no business getting hit by.
But hear me out. The reason why you're attacking him during the up tilt so you can interrupt that up tilt because it's so goddamn slow. Apparently, it doesn't matter. Dude, this is easy to say when you're not in the heat of the moment.
I play Ganon, dude.
Telling you what your heart meant? Heat of the moment in your eyes? I don't remember the words. Also, how long did it take everybody to notice that the game was called Diddy's Conquest instead of Diddy Kong's
Forever.
Quest?
I always thought it was Diddy's Conquest. Like, no, Diddy Kong's Quest. That's what I used to call it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I did not realize it was Diddy's Conquest for the longest time.
So did you just give up?
Oh, we have to get going soon, so.
Yeah, I think we should call it here so Catherine has time to get ready.
Yeah, so I want to do a makeup race for some other game because
We'll figure it out.
I do not race DKC2 at all. Because originally this wasn't even supposed to be me and Ryan. It was supposed to be Matt and Ryan. That was like one of the preliminary plans. I think Matt raced against somebody last year for the Donkey Konga line. I think it was Josh from Geek Critique. Chat would probably know the answer to that. And since we wanted to have DKC2 in this game, in the thing, I like it to take Matt's place, basically. Thing is, though, I played DKC1 a lot, not DKC2.
Well, it seems like both of you know one better, so you could do a race for that because it would be more competitive.
I wouldn't mind that.
Yeah, we could, but we'll discuss it at a later time.
Yeah.
So. All right, for now, we're going to log off and let Catherine get ready for Kirby's Tilt and Tumble, literally on the Nintendo GameCube.
You'll see what we mean in just a
Yeah.